What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. Last time, we fought Lyn on the Sakura Plains, and this time, we are doing another Emblem Paralog. But before that, I actually do have a topic for the thumbnail today, but it's not one you probably would think of. So, a couple of episodes ago, we unlocked the flea market. After rescuing Tamara and getting to know her, she opened a flea market here. And in the flea market, you can buy a bunch of gifts for the different characters in this game. But I never actually went over how to use those gifts, and I think it would be a good idea. So I'm just going to use Fogado here as a sort of test subject. So we're just going to talk to him. And you can see once you talk to somebody, you have a gift icon. So if we hit gift, it'll show you your list of gifts here on the right. And we have the 3 basic ones because I haven't bought any. But these are actually very good to show how people react to stuff. So the Spirit Gem is a favorite item of literally every single character. So if you give it to him, you will see the support had 2 hearts on it. That means the support level went up a lot. If you give a Pretty Pebble, which is just liked by everyone, but not as anyone's favorite.
Thanks.
You can see that the support bar went up by a little bit because of 1 heart. And Horse Manure, of course, is liked by no one and makes the support bar go down, as you can see here. As he just laughs at us for giving him horse manure. But if we give him enough gifts, you can see that a conversation is now available because we gave him enough to actually raise the support level from what it was to the next letter. And that actually leads us directly into our support conversations for the day, and we actually have quite a few. So let's start with, it looks like everyone wants to talk to Phoenix, so we'll start with Phoenix and Ivy.
Ivy, do you think maybe it's time we talked? Whatever you're feeling toward me, I'm prepared to listen. As allies, I'd like there not to be walls between us.
Very well. I am rather more comfortable around you now, so I suppose it's time.
I'm glad to hear that. Can we start with why you seem to have such anger toward me?
I love you.
Huh?
I love you, Divine One. My feelings began long before I met you. Understand, I do not mean romantically. I adore you as a worshipper adores a deity.
But you looked so upset when you were staring at me before.
My deity was standing before me, in the flesh. I was nervous.
Oh.
Do you understand now?
Yes, thank you for sharing that. I, like you as well, Ivy.
Yes. May I be excused?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. And, I'm sorry.
We'll speak again later, Divine One.
Hey, Divine One! What do you think?
Of what?
Come on! Am I cute? Sweet? Charming? Use your words!
Sure, you're cute enough. Just like always.
That's all you have to say? I put a lot of effort into being adorable, you know? The least you could do is notice.
I had no idea. Forgive me for not noticing.
That's all I get? Ugh. I can't believe that didn't work. A pouty face is usually all it takes for people to be extra nice. Do you have some kind of god training that lets you see through fake crying, Divine One?
God training? I don't think anyone needs special training to see through an act like that.
Hey, fine. Then let me ask you something else. How come you're not fawning over me? I'm unimaginably cute.
I don't treat people differently just because they're cute. Kindness matters much more.
Wrong. Being nice is great and all, but cuteness is a huge advantage. Everyone knows that.
I see.
So we'll try this again. Only I'll be even cuter next time, so you can't possibly miss it.
Fogado, I want to thank you and the Sentinels for your hard work today.
Hard? That was nothing. We didn't have to resolve a single quarrel, and there were barely any corrupted around. I only wish every day was like this.
You're so easygoing. All the time. That must be why your people love you so much. As your ally, I certainly enjoy working with someone so unflappable.
Unflappable, huh? Ooh, I think I feel a blush coming on. But thanks for the compliment. How about we grab dinner together sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah, you, me, and some hard-hitting questions. Like, who is your very best friend, and why?
That's pretty personal.
You could tell me a super secret wish. You know, one you're too embarrassed to reveal.
No, that's even worse. Look, as much as I enjoy your devil-may-care attitude, the banter is a bit much.
You'd rather I be all boring and serious? Nah, that wouldn't be me if I wasn't a rascal.
I suppose you're right. It is hard to imagine you without that carefree personality of yours. It may be your most likable trait.
Greetings, Princess Hortensia.
Princess Saline! Yeah. Yep, you're gonna be tough, but I won't lose.
Pardon, but what are you talking about?
Oh, you're good. We might even be evenly matched, but you won't catch me admitting that in competition. I mean, you won't catch me surrendering the field of battle.
We are battling, then?
Yes, and I will ignore whatever I need to proclaim, Princess Saline, you are no match for me. I will defeat you in cuteness. And while I'm at it, everything else.
So that's what you were raving about. How rambunctious you are.
Rambunctious? Be all calm and superior while you can. I'm gonna fantabulize you into the ground. Might as well get it over with and surrender!
Is she leaving so soon? I had hoped to invite her to tea. What a darling girl, though. I wish I had a younger sister as adorable.
Hortensia.
Something on your mind, Ivy? Or are you just here to admire my pretty face?
I'm just happy. We've been through so much, but we're finally together again. You're my only family now. I want you to know that you are important to me.
Guess it's a relief to hear a half-sister counts as family.
That has never mattered to me. I have always thought of you as my sister, and you are all the family I need.
Yeah, well, no need to make it awkward. But I feel the same way, so thanks.
You have your mother's smile. In fact, you seem to resemble her more and more each day.
You think so? I'm flattered. I'm really glad. It's only thanks to her I get to call you my sister in the first place. I don't mean to dig all that up. I'm not holding a grudge or anything.
I know. Even so, it is because of my mother that you...
Oh, you know what? I just remembered something I gotta do somewhere. Sorry, Ivy. Talk later.
I'm sorry, Hortensia.
All right, and on the world map, we just need to head up this direction and head over here to reach the Fort of Hope, which is the next Emblem paralogue that we are doing. So let's go ahead and begin the chapter.
Where are we?
Gebal Castle. At least that's what it looks like.
Someplace you've been?
Yeah. It's near the border between the nations of Crimea and Gallia. Interesting that this place is where we'll have our trial.
Trial?
We were pursued here by forces from the Kingdom of Dayan. They laid siege, trapping us. Our escape was cut off. The strength of their forces was overwhelming. My father had died, and I'd taken up his role as leader of the Grail mercenaries. And this is where I met my first great trial.
That sounds rough. What did you do?
I fought to protect my sister and the Grail mercenaries. If you found yourself in the same situation, what would you do?
I'd like to think I would also fight. I don't want anyone I care about to be harmed.
And I believe you would fight well. So show me how you would defend those near to you. No words now, only deeds.
A trial? You want me to fight you?
If you win this fight, our bond will become even stronger.
Understood. I won't lose.
That's the spirit. Now, let's begin.
All right, getting into this trial, I have a very specific setup I want to do. So, Diamant, sorry, you're out, and John, you are in. And I actually went ahead and gave a couple of people different staves than they've had before. Like, Hortensia has a freeze staff, Jean has a freeze and an obstruct staff, and Thaleen has a warp staff now. And I need to swap around. I want to put you here, and I need to put you here, and I'll probably switch you two around because you can fly up. And that should be good. I think we're going to go with that. So let's start the fight.
Give me your best.
All right, defeat Emblem Ike. It's actually kind of funny. Ike actually sugarcoats the fight with the Dayan forces a lot because it's like directly after his father dies. So Ike is a member of a military group called the Grail Mercenaries, and it's called the Grail Mercenary because his father is named Grail, and he was the one that formed the group in the first place. But Grail had recently, and I mean like within, I think it was like the previous chapter, died in a duel with a character called the Black Knight, and Ike had gained control of the Grail Mercenaries because of that fight. But there were some members of the mercenaries that didn't like that Ike took over and deserted pretty much immediately after he took over. Members specifically like Shinan and Gatre, I believe is his name, left because they were unwilling to follow Ike's lead.
I'll do my best.
But I actually want to put John here and obstruct right next to Ivy. But once Ike took over, he decided that they would hide out in a place called Gebal Castle, which is this exact location. Because, like I said, it was immediately after Grail's death, and he wanted a place to recover from the shock and the frustration from losing Grail. But the next morning, forces from the nation of Dayan started a siege on Gebal Castle in order to get a princess named Alencia, I believe is her name. But that chapter literally is just you stand here and you try to keep them from getting into the castle to get your characters. And it's pretty much just a siege, like Ike said. But I actually want to freeze and not... Oh, I can't freeze. I'll fracture. We'll fracture the healer. But, like I said, it was actually harder than Ike even said because his units had left him. He just became the leader of the mercenaries. And he was getting attacked on, like, the first day he became the leader of the mercenaries. So it was a lot of things stacking on top of each other to make it a really harsh, basically night into morning. But through a grueling fight, he actually was able to defend the castle, was able to defend the princess, and made the Dayan forces retreat after holding them off basically for an entire night into a morning.
You were beautiful while you lasted.
And just to bring it up, this chapter is called, well, the chapter is called The Radiant Hero, but the place is called the Fort of Hope. But the chapter in the game is called Hope and Despair, which I find interesting that this place is called the Fort of Hope because of that. But that's basically all I wanted to say about Ike's history with the place. It's funny that in the original game, it is a siege type level where you have to stand behind and make sure that the opponents aren't able to get into the fort. But in this sense, you actually have to run and get up to Ike because Ike doesn't siege the place. You actually have to run up and get to Ike in order to fight him instead of letting him come to you like you would in a siege level fight. And actually, this is not a great place to be in. Huh. That is unfortunate. Can I... Here's what I'll do. I will use my last warp on Thaleen, bringing her up here. And that gives me an extra level. We should be able to end this turn, but I do want to try to get the dialogue if I can. Does Thaleen have... Thaleen does not have a rescue. So what we'll do is we will how to do this. Thaleen doesn't have a rescue, but she does have a warp. So we'll just warp up here. And then Ivy will throw the sun at Ike. We should be able to end this turn. I have no doubts that we end it this turn, actually. Because now we get to do my favorite move and Astra Storm Ike. Go ahead, Silver Bow and Astra Storm Ike to get him about halfway down.
By my hand.
Still does 30 damage against an armored unit like Ike, which is really impressive. And then,
I'll manage.
Just for flair, we're going to engage and take the rest of Ike's bar out. Yeah, this'll do it.
I like that look in your eye. It's clear your fighting spirit is strong.
I know the only way I'll beat you is to fight harder than you.
Then you understand what lies ahead. Now show me you can fight as well as you talk.
Okay, we'll just hit you with a lightning sword, I guess.
Good fight.
Good fight. I don't think you hit a single person, Ike. You may fight for your friends, but apparently you're not very good at it. And we get Bod level 8 with Brute Force. While making a physical attack, critical hits may deal increased damage. That is incredible with a Wodao. I can't believe how good that is with a Wodao. But that's also the end of the chapter, and somehow Alfred and Edelgard, who maybe fought one guy, are MVPs. But sure. But that's the end.
Great work. You overcame the trial well.
Thank you, Ike.
You should know that going forward, the fighting's gonna get more intense. It's important to remember that you're a leader, and you must not give in to the pressure. In this war, there can be no retreat.
You're right. If we run away, the world will be covered in darkness. But I worry that fighting this hard may be too much for everyone. Or too much for me.
There are people who need your help. Don't worry. You're more than capable. And when it seems your spirit might break, it's the bonds you forge that will win the day.
I'll hold your words in my heart.
Don't worry. If it looks like you've forgotten it, I'll be there to remind you.
You'll be by my side? Always?
Always.
Thank you, Ike. I'm glad to know you're here with me.
You know, that's pretty rich coming from you, Ike, considering I'm pretty sure you give the order to retreat several times throughout the 2 games you're in. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to end this episode. So, I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And next time, we're actually going to get back to the main story and get the second emblem ring from Psalm. So, until then, happy adventuring.